Good morning, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2022. To begin the ceremony, please stand and join me in honoring our country as our Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 5077 Color Guard present our nation's flag as well as our Missouri flag. We will open by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, and I will ask that you join me. This will be followed by the national anthem, as well as our school's alma mater, performed by our own North High Mixed Chamber Choir. I would ask that you remain standing until both the pledge and each of the songs have concluded. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. At this time, please join me in the saying of the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Filled with noble pride and courage, reaching to the sky, stands our glorious alma mater, stands towards Zumwalt high. May thy walls be never weakened, nor thy prestige die. May the blessings of the ages rest on Zumwalt high. Oh, to thee, our alma mater, dignified and strong, now we raise our loyal voices, offer thee our song. May thy walls be never weakened, nor thy prestige die. May the blessings of the ages rest on Zumwalt high.
Thank you to Ms. Lauren Hoffman and our North High Mixed Chamber Choir. You may be seated. I'd also like to open by apologizing for misidentifying the flag. That's the MIA-POW flag. Similarly, I want to take a moment to thank VFW Post 5077 for being here. The very fact that these gentlemen are giving their time on Memorial Day weekend kind of makes the gesture all the more special, as their service just never ends. So one more nice round of applause for those guys. Once again, good morning. My name is Joe Sutton, and I'm the principal at Fort Zumwalt North. It is truly an honor to be here this morning to recognize and to celebrate our graduating seniors, the dedicated, talented, and resilient young men and women who make up our graduating class of 2022. This is a special event in the lives of each of these seniors seated before us, and of course all their family and friends. An impressive accomplishment such as a high school graduation is worthy of a dignified ceremony. And it's with this in mind that we ask the graduates and spectators to maintain certain expectations. First and foremost, we ask that spectators show their appreciation for our graduates in a respectful manner. Applause is absolutely encouraged, maybe even some shrieking from time to time. But we do ask that it's done in the most tasteful manner possible, warranting by such a formal event. Air horns, cowbells, really not appropriate in this setting. Finally, if you've not done so already, I would ask that you place your cell phones on silent so that the program goes uninterrupted. Likewise, our graduates are prepared to remain dignified throughout the entire ceremony. They too realize the importance of formal and appropriate behavior and understand that actions to the contrary simply wouldn't be acceptable. It's our hope that all spectators and graduates will help us make this the best commencement in the long and storied history of Fort Zumwalt North High School. I thank you for your cooperation, and I hope you enjoyed this morning's ceremony. Before I get too far ahead of myself at this time, I'd like to recognize a number of distinguished guests who are joining us here this morning. First, the Mayor of O'Fallon, the Honorable Bill Hennessy. O'Fallon City Council Member Ms. Dina Smith. The Mayor of St. Peter's, the Honorable Lynn Pagano. And finally, State Representative for District 103 and Speaker Pro Tem, Mr. John Weeman. Many, many thanks to all of you for being here today in support of our families and our students. Appreciate it so much. It's also my pleasure to introduce our stage guests. I ask these guests to please rise as I introduce them and remain standing. You can hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. First, from our Board of Education, Mr. Craig Moore. Oh, gotcha. Also from the Board of Education, Dr. Jeff Marion, Mr. Gabriel Helms, Mr. Tommy George Jr. And from our district office, Dr. Bernard Debray, and Dr. Paul Myers. Our North High administrative team, Dr. Corbin Bushman, Mr. Jeffrey Fletcher, Mr. Tyler Horner, Mr. Casey Oliarnik, and Mr. Drew Spiegel. Our activities coordinator, Mr. Ted Hickey. And from our guidance department, Ms. Nita McGill, Ms. Amanda Peters, Ms. Nicole Rogels, and Ms. Becky Seavey. Presenting the class this morning will be Ms. Teresa Niggas. And from the class of 2023, and bringing the flags in for us this morning, Ms. Olivia Jacquin and Mr. Taylor Mason. It's also my pleasure to introduce the class officers of this graduating class, so if you would also please rise. The president of the class of 2022, Ms. Kennedy Janis. Class officers, Ms. Jordan Ederer, Ms. Lauren Forness, Ms. Caitlin McGee, and Ms. Allison Sims. How about one more nice round of applause for all of our honored guests and our class officers. Finally, I would also ask that our teachers and staff who are here today please rise at this time. Thank you so much for all you do in support of our students and giving of your time to be with us today. It's greatly appreciated, and your efforts over the last 4 years, I know, are not lost on our graduates. Separately, before I deliver my comments to the graduates, I would ask that everyone please join me in a moment of silence to remember any of our family and friends who were not able to be here today to celebrate with us, but whom we've brought here in our minds and in our hearts. Thank you. Approximately 1 month ago, I started working on this speech, and I hope you know that I hold all of you in the highest of regard, and I hope to offer remarks that demonstrated the affinity that I have for you. Struggling to determine how to even open this speech, I turned to my loving wife and I said, what do you think would be the absolute best way to open this speech? I mean, I want to hit a home run for these kids. Something that's going to be so well received that it elicits applause, shrieks, maybe even tears of joy. To this, she replied, I've got it. And I got really excited. And she said, how about I'll be brief? And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be brief. You're welcome. So now that my wife had written the opener, I looked for a topic for the speech. And as many of you know, longtime teacher at North High, Dave Whitley, is retiring at the end of this year. And for the last 20 years, we've asked our retirees to provide us with some words of wisdom that they'd like to leave behind. Mr. Whitley's, a quote that many of us are already very, very familiar with, but with a Mr. Whitley twist. The quote, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. And I read it, and I thought, kind of vanilla, Dave. It's your day, so I guess that's okay. But then he went on to add, but hey, it's all still chocolate. And as I read his revamped quote, I thought, what a cool way to look at this. I wonder where he got that. So I scoured Google, and Google was pretty sure no one had ever said that before. So I went down to the industrial tech room looking to confirm what Google believed to be true, and I said to Mr. Whitley, is that yours alone? And he said, it's a Mr. Whitley original. And when I asked him about it, he not only confirmed it, but he went on to share, so Joe, accept the good with the bad, knowing that things will work out as they should. I pondered on that a little bit further. It really is how you look at things. I mean, the quote isn't life is like a box of chocolate and poisonous spiders. You never know what you're going to get. And while that may make the quote more exciting for the thrill seekers out there, it's the kind of defeatist attitude that ultimately can be paralyzing, that the potential is always out there that something could ruin you to the point of no return. Mr. Whitley reminds us and challenges us not only to accept what we get, but to actually be grateful for it, knowing that while it may not be what we wanted, hey, it's still chocolate. And that's what I really want to tell you today, North High, how thankful and how grateful I am for the time that we've been able to have as a part of one another's journey. To be honest, I started to pay closer attention to our relationship shortly after it was announced in October that I would be retiring. One of the most common questions I would hear is, what are you going to miss the most? First, my mind went to the big things. Senior awards night, top 25 breakfast, white coat ceremonies, graduations, grad nights, Friday night lights, but that really, turns out it wasn't what I thought. It hit me right away. We were at your panoramic photo in the gymnasium, and somebody brought me a cap that you're wearing today and encouraged me to wear it in the photo. It was then that I really felt accepted into your tribe. But it was also the homecoming football game that same evening. Probably not the moment you may think of. It wasn't the 42-20 victory over Alton and the 5 touchdown passes of 25 yards or more to 4 different receivers thrown by our senior quarterback to 3 different seniors. It wasn't the collection of performances that we watched. The beautiful Shimmers dance team, our varsity pride line, our cheerleaders. It wasn't the band show. It wasn't the electrifying atmosphere provided by our Panther Pride fans and our super fans. It wasn't the recognition of homecoming court. It was the moment just before kickoff when the announcer asked everyone to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. It was how our crowd, even the rambunctious middle schoolers, went from obnoxious and fell completely silent. It was the very first note of the anthem. I remember looking around at so many of you who were at the game that night and thinking how proud I was, but also how grateful I was just to be there. I wasn't just in the stadium. I was on the sideline. And folks, I'm going to share some things with you. I was never a great athlete or a great dancer or a great musician or a great performer. But I'll always remember how blessed that I've been for so many experiences that I've had. And I owe these to you and the classes that came before you. Because of the position that I've been entrusted to serve in as the result of Dr. DeBray and our Board of Education, an O'Fallon boy born and raised with limited talent has been to Final Fours, and I've been on the stage at the Family Arena. I've directed a band. I've traveled all over the metropolitan area, the state, and our country for competitions. and I've had a chance to perform with some of the very best thespians in our state. A kid who couldn't swim very well and was petrified at the high dive at Alligator Creek back when we called it Civic Park Pool, and you know what I'm talking about. I then got to go to the Missouri State High School Association swim and dive meet for state. A kid with an extremely, woefully below average GPA in high school is able to celebrate and be with some of the best scholars in our state and in our country. I've been blessed to work with teachers who are so much better in their craft than what I ever was as a teacher. A kid who was embarrassingly self-involved as a high school student was able to see our school come together, take on events such as Turkey Teacher and raise over $6,000. For who? For our Panther Pantry, where we just take care of one another when somebody needs help. During that exact same season when you would think you've given about all that you can, you donated 425 turkeys to No Hunger Holiday. You then went on where it was a blood drive because there was a need for donations. Nearly 100 of you donated blood. Furthermore, and what I hope isn't lost on you, is ultimately going to be the fact that there are so many different groups of kids that I owe a whole lot to. I hope that it's not lost on you that some of my favorite kids are the ones that struggle, that maybe high school didn't come easy for, because you too are my tribe. And the kids who just take care of their business, I don't think you have any idea what you do to the overall climate of the school. You do the right thing simply because it's the right thing, and that is commendable, and you deserve to be celebrated today. Finally, those of you later will hear from Dr. DeBray, who will specifically recognize those who have served our country through their service, or will be serving our country through their service in our armed forces. I don't have words for that. Just my most heartfelt respect for you. As a kid who didn't have your courage, thank you. So thank you, class of 2022, for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Things such as your spring concerts, your movie night, Miss Browdy's Western Civilization class project, Senior Sunrise, bounce houses, and so much more have reminded me why I became a principal and the importance of being grateful for the incredible students and staff that I've had the opportunity to work with at North High for the past 22 years. I could not have asked for a more talented, dedicated, inclusive, or exceptional group to go out with. The last few years have been hard, but it's you who are showing all of us that we're coming out on the other side and that we can make things as good or better than they have ever been. Thank you for that. Let me leave you with this. Right now, you and I are it's ironic, we're in very similar phases of our life. How many times in the last few months has an adult asked you, so what are you gonna do after high school? Because same. And I can guarantee you that when I was 18, I had no idea that I would ever be doing anything like this. And for those of you who know me when I was 18, I'm sure you didn't either. There it is. But the key, at least in my opinion, is to surround yourself with those people who support you. People like those that are here today gathering to support you. Surround yourself by people who challenge you, who make you better, but surround people also who accept you for who you are, because that's going to be important. People who make you feel good about yourself. Do that, and I promise you, you're going to put yourself on the road to success, regardless of how success is defined. So take this advice and forget a while about what kind of person you want to become, and just be the best version of the person that you are. Because class of 2022, you are some of the very, very best people I have ever known. I congratulate you on achieving this milestone. I thank you for our time together, and I have every confidence that you're going to keep making us proud in your very, very bright futures. Thank you. At this time, please welcome our superintendent, Dr. Bernard DeBray, as he comes forward to make a number of comments and also to introduce this morning's speaker. Dr. DeBray.
Thank you, Joe. Well, it's so great to see so many of you here for this exciting experience for our students. I want to welcome you on behalf of the Board of Education to this 60th graduation ceremony for first Fort Zumwalt High School and beginning in 1987, Fort Zumwalt North High School. These are exciting times. I ought to know. I've been around for the last 40 of them, so I'm looking forward today, just like I have for the last 40 that I've seen. My part of the program is to introduce your student speaker, and I'll do that quickly. But before I do that, I just have a few other comments I want to make. First of all, some words of congratulations. I want to congratulate our seniors that are here today for reaching this milestone in their lives. This is truly a big deal. You've met all the requirements for the Board of Education and the state of Missouri, and no one is seated among you that hasn't met all those requirements. So it is a big deal. It is your one and only high school graduation. So great job getting here, and a little bit, you're going to be graduates. I also want to thank our staff for doing a wonderful job this year, teaching through some very difficult circumstances. No one in 100 years has had to teach through the pandemic that we've had to go through the last couple of years. They've done a great job, and they've got the kids here. So I want to congratulate you and thank you for being here today. And also, I want to congratulate Joe Sutton and his administrative team because they've led you through these difficult years. But you all know this is Joe Sutton's last year. He's been our principal for 16 years. He's done an unbelievable job establishing the atmosphere of the building. If you walk through North High School, you see Joe Sutton's fingerprints everywhere all over it. And he's done such a good job, it's going to carry on even after he's no longer the principal here. So I would like you to join me and give a standing ovation to our principal, Joe Sutton, for 16 years. People don't give out standing ovations just very often, so it really means something. Joe is like a fine bottle of wine. He gets better year after year after year, and he's done a wonderful job at North, and I'm going to miss him. Okay, a couple other things I need to mention. You know, in 1987, when we became Fort Zumwalt North here, we began planning all-night graduation parties. That was the thing everybody started to do at that time. It was an effort to have our students stay together, our graduates, stay together on this exciting time of their lives and be together all night so that they didn't go out and maybe get so excited that maybe there were some tragedies, accidents, things like that. So since 1987, we have not had anything like that happen, and I think it's due to that exciting activity that's planned for later tonight at Kokomo Joe's, I believe. So I would like to recognize the parents that took the lead in planning tonight's activity. So let me call you out and ask you to stand, please, and be recognized by the audience. Veronica Schrand. Anita Bacon. Melinda Bodkin. And Shelley Shylansky. Thank you, guys. We very much appreciate you keeping our students safe. Some people like the fact that our graduations have been on Memorial Day weekend for a number of years now, and some people don't because it interferes with plans of a national holiday. I like it, and I like it because it's associated with our veterans. Our school district takes great pains every Veterans Day to recognize our veterans at all of our schools. Every school out of the 27 will have some activities. Some are really elaborate, and some are just the recognition that we want to give our veterans. But we do not want to forget what our veterans have done for us. And that's what Memorial Day is all about. You know, it started over 160 years ago following the Civil War when some widows of Civil War veterans went out and decorated their graves. And it stayed what was called Decoration Day up until 1971 when it became Memorial Day, which is the last Monday in May. Also on Memorial Day at 3 o'clock is a time designated to think of and remember the veterans who paid the ultimate price for our freedoms that we get to enjoy today, including this graduation ceremony. So I think it's a good thing that we're on Memorial Day. It goes right along with what this school district's all about. I'd like to mention that our students that have joined the military and are going to go on to defend us, I'd like them to, I'll call their names, I'd like them to stand up and be recognized by the audience and their fellow classmates as well. So, Catherine Bello, U.S. Army. Andrew Dickherber, U.S. Air Force. Madeline Dumais, the U.S. Air Force. Colin M.G., U.S. Army. Jack Harris, U.S. Marines. Hunter Kempfee, U.S. Marines. Jacob Lindsay, U.S. Army National Guard. Sean Tucker, U.S. Army. Arthur Tugman, U.S. Army. And Gavin Vaughter, U.S. Marine Corps. Thank you, guys. And how about all the veterans in the audience and on the stage? Would you please stand and be recognized for your service? I love the opportunity to do that. We really do remember our veterans, and we want to make sure our students do as well. Now, to the reason I came up here in the first place, I want to introduce to you your student speaker for 2022, and it is Mackenzie Dara. Mackenzie is the daughter of Lori and Craig Dara. During her high school career, Mackenzie has earned her white coat as a fourth-year PLTW biomedical student. Additionally, she has also been a three-sport athlete, participating in golf, basketball, and track. What's more, she's also participated in a number of other extracurriculars, including National Honor Society, Student Council, League of Leaders. Finally, Mackenzie has also served as a PPI mentor. This fall, Mackenzie will attend St. Charles Community College to earn her associate's degree in nursing. She then plans to attend the University of Central Missouri to complete her bachelor's degree in nursing. Finally, Mackenzie plans to pursue a degree as a nurse practitioner at a school that's yet to be determined. Ladies and gentlemen, your speaker for the class of 22, Mackenzie Dara.
Good morning. Before I get started, I'd like to thank a couple of people. To all friends and family who are with us today, thank you for not only being here, but for being by our side throughout these past years of our lives. To all our teachers and administrators, thank you for your hard work you put forth to us. We truly would not be here without you. Now to my classmates. Our day is finally here. We have 0 days left on the countdown and no longer have to check off any boxes. If I'm being honest, I've counted down to this day since last year's graduation. Now that the time has come, I'm just a bit sad that my years at North High School have reached the end. But before I get too far into this speech, I'd like to introduce myself to the people who may not know me. So hello, my name is Mackenzie, and today I graduate. It was only just 1,387 days since we walked into North High School for freshman orientation. Now, I'm sure we all remember that big long rope that was stretched from the back of the auditorium to the front of the stage. If you were to look close at the rope, there's this tiny section taped off, and that represented your time at high school. As Mr. Sutton gave us his speech explaining the meaning of the rope, he talked to us about how fast these 4 years were gonna go. When he said this, I thought he was absolutely crazy. There was no way these 4 years of my life were gonna go by fast. But boy, was I wrong. Mr. Sutton continued his speech explaining the significance these 4 years would have on our lives. He talked to us about the events and opportunities we would encounter throughout these next 4 years. Once Mr. Sutton's speech was concluded, we all got the opportunity to walk through our schedules at the school. When we left orientation, we were given t-shirts with the words "Legend in the Making" in big bold letters on the back. So as I stand up in front of you, I ask the class of 2022, what legacy did you leave? Now here today, I have a miniature version of that big long rope that was stretched across the stage at freshman orientation. This first section represents the time we spent at our elementary school. Most of these include all the times we spent at recess, the big parachutes in gym class, the fuzzy yarn balls that were supposed to be dodgeballs, and if you're lucky like me, all the days we got Dr. Banner's famous hot dogs. Through all the fun times, we also built up the foundation of our knowledge to learn the ABCs, counting to 100, how to color inside the lines, and my absolute favorite, that Ally the alligator only eats the bigger numbers. After 6 long years in elementary school, we got to start the next chapter of our life. The years of middle school are probably the hardest to describe. In the midst of the excitement being able to have different classes comes the anxiety of finding new friends and figuring out which way you're supposed to turn the dial on a locker. I definitely won't be the first to say that middle school was quite interesting. We'd spend our days writing CEWs, learning geography, studying Newton's law, and trusting our calculators to give us the right value for X. Along with all the learning came competitions between all the teams for the spirit stick, being able to buy ice cream at lunch, and all those fun middle school dances. Finally, after 3 years, we parted from North Middle School and headed to the amazing North High School. This last section of the rope stands for all the moments we spent together these last 4 years. Our time at North High School has been filled with many memories that brought us all together. We went to our first ever homecoming, screamed loud at every Friday night football game, enjoyed Mr. Sun's good morning waves, and embraced every early release day. However, going into senior year was like no other year. We all wanted this one to be the best one yet, but how would we do that? This is our last year to make our forever impact on FZN, and we wanted everyone to remember the class of 2022. As the year started, I'm sure many of you set goals to ensure this year would be everything of amazing. Some of your goals could have been participating in spirit days, trying out for a new sport, going to more school events, or, if you're like me, making sure you don't procrastinate as much. The point is, we all went into this year with a goal to make it the best possible. Most of us, if not all of us, probably made some of the best memories that we will ever make. With all those great memories come all the hard times it took to get where we are. We all had late nights staying up doing homework, endless math formulas to memorize, chaos of overwhelmed schedules, finishing essays that are due at 11:59, and so much more. However, without those struggles, our achievements would have no meaning. Even though we tend to dislike when life tries to challenge us, we are bettering ourselves by overcoming every obstacle in our way. Sometimes, we may not go in the same direction we intended to, and that's okay. If we were meant to go the same way the entire time, then one direction would still be together. Now, with talking about great achievements, I'd like to acknowledge everything the class of 2022 has accomplished. Our class is composed of bright, intelligent people, and we've had over 20 students qualify for Bright Flight this year. Adding on to that, we have over a handful of athletes that will be continuing their passions competing at the college level. Might I also mention that the class of 2022 is quite musically talented. We have many students who have qualified for state in their musical industry. Over the past 4 years, our athletes have broken multiple records, and some of them have even came to beat their own record from the previous year. We, the class of 2022, have left our mark on Fort Zumwalt North. Now, I've acknowledged all the sections marked off on this rope, but what's left? Well, the answer is, that's for you to decide. We've left our legacy at FZN, but now it's time to continue our legacy elsewhere. The truth is, we all bring our own uniqueness that no one else could ever compare to. If I were to take this rope apart, you would see that this one singular rope is composed of tiny threads of string. Each thread adds their own aspect to the rope, just like you all added your own aspect to the class of 2022. Looking out at you today, this arena is filled with possibility. Not just the ability to change the life of one person, but to change the lives of many people. However, the actions you choose to take will determine the success you leave in this world. At the end of the day, we get one life to live to make things the best thing they could ever be. We get one life to make this world a better place. We get one life to leave the biggest legacy possible. In the wise words of Dr. Seuss, whether you color the world or light it up blue, you are making a difference, so keep being you. To the class of 2022, today we close up our legacy we're leaving at Fort Zumwalt North, but it's the start of the legacy we are leaving in this world. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call forward and once again introduce our mixed chamber choir, who will be performing For Good as arranged by Mac Huff in honor of the class of 2022.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn.
And we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me, like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can
Thank you, Ms. Hoffman. Thank you, Ms. Hoffman, and our North High Mixed Chamber Choir. That was outstanding. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Casey Oliarnik, Assistant Principal, to come to the stage to present a number of special awards. These awards are voted on by our faculty. The students who receive these awards will be receiving a Panther statue with an engraved plate that reads their name, class of 2022, as well as the award that they've received, either citizenship, leadership and loyalty, or the Rocket Award. At this time, I'd like to ask the members of the North High Orchestra program, as well as our wind ensemble, to make their way to the back of the arena. The first award is for citizenship. The individual receiving this award has consistently demonstrated behavior which is honest, moral, respectable, and ethical. The individual has conducted their life in a manner to be emulated. And this award goes to Spencer Steinmeier. Spencer, if you would come forward, please. Spencer is the son of Doug and Becky Steinmeier. During his high school career, he's been both a member of our volleyball and our football programs. In football, he would earn all district, all conference, and all state honors. What's more, Spencer was named as our building STEM Student of the Year. Additionally, he's been recognized with an Essence of PPI Award, has served for us as a PPI mentor, and is a 2022 National Merit Finalist. Furthermore, Spencer was also the recipient of the Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award. Further speaking to his character, Spencer was nominated by his classmates as the member of the class of 2022 that you would most like to bring home to mom and dad. Spencer will graduate today with an Academic Excellence Award plaque, George Washington Carver Award, a College Preparatory Academic Achievement Award, and recognized by the President's Education Awards program. This fall, Spencer will attend the University of Missouri at Columbia. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fort Zumwalt North Faculty Choice for Citizenship, Mr. Spencer Steinmeier. The second award is for loyalty and leadership. The individual receiving this award has demonstrated the skills to be an effective leader by example, foresight, initiative, and has exhibited the energy to guide others in a trustworthy and sincere capacity. And that award goes to Kennedy Janis. Kennedy is the daughter of Mike and Dawn Janis. As she was introduced earlier, she also served as the class president for the class of 2022. Kenny was also a member of our volleyball program where she not only earned all conference honors, but also set the state record for digs in a single volleyball season. Moreover, Kennedy served as not only a PPI mentor, but also a member of our League of Leaders. Additionally, Kennedy was also the recipient of the Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award. Kennedy will graduate today with an Academic Excellence Award plaque, George Washington Carver Award, College Preparatory Academic Achievement Award, and was the recipient of the ESA Foundation's Les and Rosalie Echele Family Endowment Scholarship, as well as the FCEA Scholarship. This fall, Kennedy will also attend the University of Missouri at Columbia, where she has received the University of Missouri Excellence Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty choice for leadership goes to Ms. Kennedy Janis. The third and final award is the 8th annual Rocket Award. As some of you may know or remember, the Rocket Award is named after the class of 2015 graduate, DJ Rocket, and is given to the student who infused our school with the most positive and authentic school spirit during their senior year of high school. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the 8th annual Rocket Award is Gabe Pagano. Gabe is the son of Brian and Stacy Pagano. As Gabe and I discussed earlier in our conversation during the first semester, when he had been named Student of the Week, he is truly the walking epitome of the Marianne Williamson quote that states, "As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others." By Gabe being so authentically and unabashedly himself, he makes those around him feel free to do the same. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a gift. Furthermore, that's not a gift. Further reiterating this selection, was the fact that Gabe's classmates also recently selected him as having the most school spirit, and naturally he was a committed member of our super fans. After high school, Gabe plans to pursue a career as an elevator technician. This is the perfect potential career for him, as he always lifts others up when they're down. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fort Zumwalt North Faculty Choice for the Rocket Award, Mr. Gabe Pagano. Finally, I would be remiss not to recognize something that happened yesterday. As a member of the class of 2022, became a two-time state champion, the event, the pole vault. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Mr. Sully Gleason. Stand up, Sully. Congratulations, man. Proud of you. And keep your fingers crossed, because Aiden Bradenkamp is still there trying to bring home a medal, just like Sully has. At this time, I'd like to direct your attention to the rear of the arena, where members of our North High Orchestra program will be performing The Lover's Waltz by Jay Ungar and Molly Mason under the direction of our very own Miss Janina Kennedy in honor of our graduates. Thank you, North High Orchestra and Ms. Kinnessy. That was excellent. Please continue to hold your attention in the rear of the arena where this time members of our wind ensemble will be performing Spirit of the Falcon by Richard Salcedo under the direction of our own Mr. Rob Babel. Thank you, North High Wind Ensemble, and Mr. Babel. That was outstanding. Ms. Niggis, if you would come forward at this time. Also at this time, I'd like to ask the members of the Board of Education to please prepare to present diplomas to the class of 2022. Members of the board, these students have met the grade and credit requirements of the Fort Zumwalt Board of Education and the state of Missouri and should now prepare to receive their diplomas.
Noah Michael Cruz Abernathy, magna cum laude. Ellen Marie Acox, cum laude. Alyssa Rose Allen, cum laude. Autumn Angelina Anderson. Emily Lynn Anderson, summa cum laude. Hannah Lynn Atchison, summa cum laude. Brady Leroy Atchley. Zoe Ryan Avery. Ivana Ayala Roman. Ella Sophia Baker, cum laude. Owen Joseph Barker. Tyler John Barton. Joshua Lawrence Bauer, magna cum laude. Madison Ashley Basil, cum laude. David Michael Bell. Catherine Gail Bello, cum laude. Davion Lee Bennett. Riley Joanna Bernhardt. Abigail Elizabeth Burnich. Evan James Bernowski. Colin Joseph Bernstein, cum laude. Braden Paul Bertel. Elizabeth Ann Bigler. Ryan Andrew Bishop. Anthony Paul Bizzelli. Tyler Lee Bodkin. Faith Ann Bond. Catherine Elaine Bone, summa cum laude. Abigail Jill Booth, summa cum laude. Zachary Gordon Bourne. Claire Elizabeth Bowers. Jordan Jameson Boyd. Danica Sue Bray, magna cum laude. Montier Alonzo Brew. James Michael Brinker. Benjamin Daniel Broadway. Amanda Rizel Brown. Emerald Jalise Brown, cum laude. Madison Isabella Brown, cum laude. Lindy Marie Birch. Allie Elizabeth Burkemper, summa cum laude. Madeline Paige Burkhart, cum laude. Taryn Nicole Callahan. Maximiliano Camurena. Hadley Sue Carrico. Hadley is receiving her diploma this afternoon from her brother, Army Second Lieutenant Hayden Carrico. Second Lieutenant Carrico made it home from Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where he is stationed as a member of the 75th Field Artillery Brigade as a surprise to Hadley. Alexander Kyle Cassidy. Kiara Catapano, cum laude. Cavante Devon Causey. Shi-Ing Chen. Emma Kathleen Chilcutt. Aaron Bruce Choka. Tori Marie Cole. Adam Michael Confer. Desiree Hope Connor. Caroline Aoife Kaur, summa cum laude. Jackson Atai Cox. Hannah Elaine Crayon. Taylor Ann Crawford, magna cum laude. Alexandria Lynn Curry, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Ann Marie Dara, cum laude. Taylor Renee Davis. Trinity Berlin Davis. Parina Siraj Desai, summa cum laude. Jeremiah Jamel Dickerson. Andrew Thomas Dickherber. Brad Andrew Dixon, summa cum laude. Blake Owen Donaldson. Madeline Kathleen Dory. Marie Kafwi Dos Rees. Madison Rose Douglas. Aiden Thomas Dror. Madeline Rose Dumais. Matthew Dalton Eads. Alyssa Madison Easley. Jordan Ellen Ederer, summa cum laude. Shaylee Ann Edwards. Olivia Grace Elsie, summa cum laude. Caroline Sue Imge. Colin Joseph Imge. Danya Numir Ferris. Leslie Karime Fierro Rubio. Lauren Gabrielle Forness. Michael Cade Forness. Jacob Eric Fryer. Reagan Nicole Gackey, magna cum laude. Caden Aaron Garcia. Natalie Helena George, summa cum laude. Sullivan Peter Gleason, summa cum laude. Trinity Ann Gleason. Drew Matthew Godey. Kenneth Thomas Goki. Jacob Ryan Goforth, cum laude. Michaela Lee Graham. Kayla May Gray. Allie K. Grimes, magna cum laude. Faithlyn Isabel Gross. Ashton Xavier Hall. Bryce Colin Hall. Devonte Elijah Hall. Reagan Christine Hamai, summa cum laude. Kyra Michelle Haney. Haley Elizabeth Harden. Grace Elizabeth Haar. Jack Foreman Harris. Ella Claire Hart. Braxton Randall Hassenfritz. Ashley Nicole Haverman. Ian Donald Hallbaker. Kayla Lynn Hetty, cum laude. Zoe Rose Hetty. Emily Grace Heisler. Davis Patrick Herbst, cum laude. Olivia Justine Hereford, cum laude. Reagan Marie Hess, summa cum laude. Abigail Marilyn Haywood. Timothy Chase Heeger. Alexis Kate Hobday, cum laude. Ashley Kate Hobday. Sophia Grace Hirsch, magna cum laude. Peyton James Hoker. Elizabeth Karen Holdman, cum laude. Tyler Bennett Hood, cum laude. Andrew Scott Hoppy. Jordan Deshawn Horton. Taylor Nicole Hasfeld. Macaulay Stephen Huggins. Maurice Hughes, Jr. Jalen Donnell Jackson. Ariana Jolie Jadwin. Brett Andrew Jekyll. Charles Avery James, magna cum laude. Kennedy Leah Janice, summa cum laude. Aaron Nathaniel Jesse. Michael Anthony Johnson. Zachary Jean Johnson. Carly Elise Jones. Joshua Mason Jones. Cecilia Ann Kalin, summa cum laude. Hunter Michael Kempfey. Caden Anthony Callis. Rima Cargari. Tyson Drew Carnes. Sydney Jean Kelsey, summa cum laude. Robert Jack Kessler. Alexis Marie Kimball. Abigail Lynn King, summa cum laude. Wesley Scott Kaiser. Logan David Knapp, summa cum laude. Nolan Skelly Kopek, magna cum laude. Shay Kylie Kretzler. Emily Marie Kreutz. Elena Janine Cruz. Victoria Grace Kunka. Megan Nicole Labarge, summa cum laude. Joseph Charles Lane. Joseph Patrick Lane.
Yeah, Joey.
Talon Hunter Larson. Teen Wook Lee. Colin David LeBlanc. Jalen Brian Lee. Enna Elena Limoshvori. Clayton Edward Lameth. Allison Renee Lariche. Devin Riley Jean Lewis. Riley Nicole Lindberg. Jacob Allen Lindsley. Elsa Claire Linson, summa cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Lockwood, magna cum laude. Barrett James Lohman, summa cum laude. Olivia Ray Long. Easton Dean Lovell. Connor Jacob Lowe. Bryce Henry Lowry. Michael Lukash. Ella Ivana Marie Luhan. Nathan Isaac Lund. Austin Michael Mager. Olivia Kate Manbach, magna cum laude. Kyle Patrick Marjoram. Caden John Martins. Emma Christine Martin. Victoria Lynn Martin. Andres Rene Martinez. Elena Brooke Maurer, summa cum laude. Kylie Celeste Maxwell. Kylie Morgan McCann, magna cum laude. Samuel Halston McCarter, summa cum laude. Matthew Joseph McDonald. Caitlin Lee McGee, cum laude. Zachary Alexander McGee. Kaylee Ann McLeod. Avery Ames McGugan. Grant Parker McMahon. Mael Denise Matan. Ethan Michael Mikulin. Alan Lewis Millichamp. Daniel Ryan Miskoff. Brandon Trace Mittler. Shay Nicole Moody. Cody Blake Moore. Madeline Nicole Morgan. Zachary David Morris. Cadence Marie Moss. Chloe Alexandra Mount, cum laude. Kylie Nicole Marine, cum laude. Jack Austin Mullen. Rena Murata. Kyra Marie Murphy. Mackenzie Lynn Nelson. Pauline Clara Elise Niel. Amy Mackenzie Norman, magna cum laude. Dayton Rebecca Norman. Sedona Jane Newlick. Calvant Deantre Nunley. Sky Christiana Nurko. Jennifer Ann O'Leary, cum laude. Brian Richard O'Neill. Isabella Victoria Ortiz Acosta, summa cum laude. Addison Sue Osdeck, magna cum laude. Mitchell Ray Otto. Gabriel Francis Pagano. Keith Francisco Pantija Anderson. Emma Renee Pearl. Genesis Marlene Perez, summa cum laude. Evan Jean Perrott. Nolan Connor Plum, summa cum laude. James Romanas Poole. Bailey Marie Porteous. Brennan Jack Powell. Ryan Andrew Pratt. Alexis Jade Reynolds Prinster, magna cum laude. Morgan Michael Pruitt. Kendall Rose Quintana. Mikkel Anthony Rayner. Leali Ramadan. Christopher William Reckel. Eleni Paige Reed. Dominique Lee Reinhardt. Austin Bradley Ryder. Logan James Reynolds. Michael David Rhodes. Marissa Riva Riles. Lance Robert Ridgway. Azaria Sunshine Robinson. Ian William Robinson. Luke Timothy Rogers. Brooke Taylor Ronquest, magna cum laude. Miranda Grace Roth. Jimmy Luca Savong. Jack Douglas Schmid. Tyler James Schmidt. Michael Bernard Schmidt III, summa cum laude. Blake James Schrand. Benjamin David Schwalb. Benjamin David Schwert. Braden Michael Seiler, cum laude. Nicholas Benedict Shields, cum laude. Hannah Michelle Shylansky, magna cum laude. Madeline Brooke Shylansky, summa cum laude. Abigail Jacqueline Seymour, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Sims, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Sizemore, summa cum laude. Zoe Elizabeth Skolnick. Cameron Joseph Slusher, summa cum laude. Samantha Nicole Smallwood, summa cum laude. Anea Mae Smith. Chandler Nicholas Smith. Ella Madeline Smith. Jacob Matthew Soros. Morgan Avery Sainer. Chase Joseph Songer. Christian Joseph Spilker. Angelo Jacob Spiro. Alec Truman Keith Sportsman. Cannon Avery Stengel. Giovanna Noel Starman. Arthur Ramon Steers. Kaylee Ann Morris Steffen. Spencer Paul Steinmeier, summa cum laude. Cassandra Lee Stevenson. Demetre Antonio Stevenson. Jacob Michael Stevenson. Eric Stephen Stewart. Maxwell Zane Still. Ronald David Stogstill III, cum laude. Samantha Ann Story. Christopher Maurice Strong. Nyla Alexandria Strong, magna cum laude. Tommy James Stroud. Jack Sunley, magna cum laude. Chloe Swoboda. Tyler Allen Swoboda, summa cum laude. Joseph Richard Skip Taylor. Austin Alexander Teglow. Miliana Marie Tison. Cameron Bradley James Thomas. Gabrielle Nicole Thomas. Isaiah Kamar Thomas. Trevor Jacob Thompson. Isaac Andrew Thorne, summa cum laude. McKenna Lee Tilley, summa cum laude. Dylan Troy Trice. Carson Brady Tubb. Sean William Tucker. Arthur Joseph Tugman. Haley Elizabeth Turnbow. Connor Dale Turnbull. Michael James Turner III, summa cum laude. Gavin Michael Vaughter. Matthew Sullivan Very. Olivia Faith Walker, cum laude. Stephen Charles Walker. Matthew Fitzgerald Wasmer. Kylan Raynell Watson. Miles Christopher Weddington. Gracie Rita Weinhold, magna cum laude. Kevin Walker Wells, magna cum laude. Aiden Kyle White. Caitlin Marie White, summa cum laude. Thomas Scott White, magna cum laude. Tyson Anthony White. Amber Danielle Williams, summa cum laude. Jacob Dane Williams, magna cum laude. Nolan Eugene Wilmus. Nora Jean Wilson, cum laude. Tyler Joseph Witt. Emma Ray Wood. Edward Zachary Thomas Woods. Emily Nicole Wright, cum laude. David Michael Wright Tyree. Alexander Dean Weist. Kylie Nicole Zays. Tristan Robert Zeke.
Thank you. No. At this time, I'd like to ask Kennedy Janis to please come forward.
All right. At this time, I'd like to ask the class of 2022 to please rise. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank Dr. DeBray, the Board of Education, as well as the administration and faculty of Fort Zumwalt North for their support. We've accomplished so much in so little time. I congratulate you in earning the distinct honor of high school graduate. Please know that everyone in this arena is extremely proud of you and wishes you the best in your very bright future. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the moment for our graduates, the class of 2022, to move their tassel from the right to the left to signify graduate. I'm proud to present to you the 60th graduating class of Fort Zumwalt North High School, the class of 2022. Yeah!